Often we are not tapping into the full brain and experience power of our team. This happens because of the way we go about sourcing ideas. The extroverts take care of themselves. They are boisterous and dominate the airways whenever ideas are called for. It is the introverts we need to also pay attention to. They're often thinking deeply on a subject, but never get their moment in the sun to expound on what they think. We need to have a system that gets all of the ideas out so that we have a cornucopia of choices. Welcome back to this weekly edition every Tuesday of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, President of Dale Carnegie Training here in Japan, and we are bringing the show to you from our High Performance Center in Akasaka in Minato-ku, the business center of Tokyo. Well, where is this cutting edge? For all of us, the quality of our people is the cutting edge for success in Japan. In this show, I will stimulate your thinking about ramping up your business, bring you insights from the best training organization on the planet, provide you with the highest quality Japan information, motivate you to motivate yourself and motivate those around you, help you to shoot the lights out at results time. I don't want to just help you succeed in your business, I want you to dominate. Before we get going into this week's topic, here is what caught my attention lately. Esports has finally arrived in Japan. Why has it taken so long, given Japan has been a leader in producing the hardware for esports players? One reason has been that Japanese gamers have preferred playing on their own, favouring role-playing games over competitive games. The Japan Esports Union was launched on February 1st, 2018 to promote esports. A major competition called Game Party Japan 2018 was held out at Makuhari, the big trade fair and convention center in Chiba, with the biggest cash prize being an 8 million or 73,000 US prize. There are a lot of gamers in Japan, and the lure of making money will see this esports phenomenon take off here, as it has in many other countries. This is episode number 23, and we are talking about leading introverts. それでは行きましょう. Let's get going. Your team's introverts never fight for the brainstorming blue marker pen. They leave it to the extroverts to occupy the whiteboard, the ideas, and the airwaves, as well as the debate. Consequently, we wind up with a shallower harvest of ideas for the organization. Voluminous and loud doesn't mean most smart or insightful, but too often the same bolshie few dominate the proceedings. Over time, this breeds a dangerous winnowing process, entertaining a narrow band of ideas produced by the noisy minority. How do we unleash the full power of these introvert types who don't bark and don't bite? This is especially important in Japan, where the culture drives modesty, anonymity, and a teishisei, or low profile. Think and write is a great tool to get down through that airwaves competition and get the ideas out. Instead of sponsoring a street fight shoutfest of ideas like the old-style stock exchange floor brokers bellowing orders to chalkies, we start with stone silence. On adhesive notes, have everyone write down one idea at a time on the topic and encourage them to pump those babies out like confetti, as many as possible in the time allotted. The extroverts, the type A personalities, and the senior managers in the room are reduced in power as we create space for ideas from all. Having done some thinking on the subject, we might call on specific individuals to nominate their ideas and then transfer these to a whiteboard so everyone can follow the idea milieu. It is a good approach to start the ball rolling with the introverts. They have nowhere to hide now because they have written something down and are not going to be embarrassed by a poverty of input. The extroverts can bring up the idea rearguard and add any points that have been missed. Pre-meeting detailed agendas are also a great aid to idea generation. Turning up at the brainstorming session and being brilliant may be a bit tricky if you've never dwelled deeply on the topic or tried to plumb the depths of a fussy business conundrum. A bit of content around the problem always helps, as does an indication of what we are trying to achieve from the exercise. With this agenda distributed well beforehand, everyone will have had time to gather their thoughts. The extroverts probably won't need much time because they are on-the-fly types anyway, but the introverts will appreciate some space. So, what should we do? Find out more about this when we come back from the break. If you want to be successful as a leader, do the Leadership Training for Managers course. All companies need people who can both manage and lead. Leading people screams out for real skills in communication, dealing with all different types of people, being excellent at innovation, planning, delegation, handling mistakes, doing performance reviews really well, and inspiring and motivating the team. Do the Leadership Training for Managers course now in either Japanese or English. Welcome back. Try to schedule brain work for the mornings. The vast majority of people are fresher in the morning than in the afternoon, especially after lunch. Also, a good idea is to provide lunch and make it light. Don't always assume you have to swallow the whole innovation exercise in one gulp. A rolling feast of idea generation sessions may work very well as a team cooks the ideas slowly and more thoughtfully. Taking idea creation breaks throughout can also be effective. Concentration spans vary and regular brain rest breaks may help to get more and better ideas emerging. We get caught up in the time schedule and just keep pushing forward. Our deeper thinkers may need more frequent breaks. Small group work can also sort out the rowdy redwoods in the room and allow some sunlight to fall on the introvert undergrowth. If we appoint a facilitator to each small group and make it their job to get the ideas out from all, then we will see more participation by the shyer team members. Idea creation and public announcement speeds differ because some people are internalizers, carefully analysing, shifting, sorting and shaping before they offer up their thought morsel to the masses. Provide plenty of time for the brain digestive process to run its course. Importantly, allow no criticism of ideas in the idea generation stage. If you want to silence an introvert forever, just say their idea is rubbish. You cancel their idea ticket creation right there because they and all their introvert buddies who are watching will withdraw from the fray and leave the spoils to the extroverts. We want as many crazy ideas as possible in stage one. My dumb idea might trigger a brilliant idea by you. We need that trigger though. Marshal the full brainstorming power of the team by planning for it. Unleash the introverts, the shy and the timid by providing an innovation path for them to tread. Key points from today. 1. Use think and write to get the ideas out. 2. Use pre-meeting agendas to have everyone thinking before meeting. 3. Schedule brainstorming in the mornings. 4. Small groups encourage participation. 5. Don't judge ideas during the idea generation stage. Keep pushing hard with us here at the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Subscribe on YouTube. Share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Become a regular. Thank you for watching, and remember to hit the subscribe button. Our website details are on screen now. japan.dalecarnegie.com. It is awesome value, so check it out. In episode 24, we're talking about to be good, you have to be clear. Find out more about that next week. So, yoroshiku onegai itashimasu. Please join me for the next episode of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Until then, create seriously massive levels of success. We are here to help you do that. Dale Carnegie Training Japan has only one direction in mind for you and your business, and that is up.